what happened at the video shoot with you and YG?
Yeah, the video shoot, man, it was just, it's just a regular day in Compton. I contacted YG. His homies came down to my block. We was over there just chilling, doing a music video, nobody getting into it, which was amazing. None of his homies and my homies, they never met each other, so you already know that's like.
Well, I mean, because before you guys started working together, I guess you guys were rival crews?
It went like this. It wasn't really like, per se, I'm gonna give you the history about it.
Okay.
So, they were cliques in LA. Cliques were like the thing. You were part of a poppin' clique. You know what I'm saying? You got all the girls and stuff like that. And I was a guy who wanted to rap. I wasn't a part of none of them cliques because none of the Compton guys was really a part of that. And they had a big one called Hollywood Clique. And one of the League of Stars producers was one of the main ones. YG was one of the main ones. It was a lot of people who I'm cool with today and I work with in LA that were all a part of this group. And they had merged with another popular clique. And then those two started having problems with each other, started having fights in the malls and shit like that. And I was cool with the other people. So, I popped up. I'm like, I'm trying to get a name for myself. So I'm like, give me a list of all these niggas' names. I don't know these niggas personally. Give me a list of all these niggas' names. I'm going to diss them all. They don't know nothing about me, whatever it is. So that's what I did.
Well, on a song?
Huh? Yeah, on MySpace days.
Oh, okay.
And, they gave me a list of like 10 or 11 people, and YG was one of the people. I didn't know YG at the time. He didn't know me. So I just asked them, give me something about each one of these niggas, and I'm going to diss them. And I had dropped a diss track, dropped it out on MySpace. And, the streets started going crazy. They like, nobody can respond back to me because they didn't know who the fuck I was. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, cool. I started getting some MySpace traction from that. And, here I am one day scrolling. This nigga YG dissed me back. He didn't know nothing about me, but he had dissed me back.
On a song?
On a song.
Okay.
So I'm like, I respect this nigga because out of these 10, 15 niggas that I didn't diss, he the only one that responded back. You know what I'm saying? And me and him started dropping records back and forth to each other on MySpace. Like it was never like, it never went to the streets or nothing like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was nothing really personal, but it was just dope because it was like, damn, this nigga dissing me, I'm dissing him back. And I'm getting the fucking traction that I wanted out of the situation anyway. You know what I'm saying? So MySpace numbers is going up and shit. Right after that shit, that nigga, boom, get signed, started blowing up. I'm like, shit. You feel me? Like, fuck.
It worked out.
Yeah, it worked out. So it's like, damn, this nigga I dissed, he gets signed because YG was like one of the first artists that out of like our community that got a deal.
Right.
Because before it was like we was rapping for hobbies and bitches and shit.
Right. And this was what, Tooted and Booted time?
Tooted and Booted time.
Okay.
But it was like, we just rapping, rapping for bitches and it's a hobby. Like, we didn't think that we can take it as far as everybody's taking it now.
He got signed to Def Jam, I think.
He signed to Def Jam. Yeah. Tootin' and Booty came out. I'm like, fuck. This nigga went and blew the fuck up. And I'm like, this nigga, he don't like me. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But, once he was doing his thing and his album came out and stuff like that, like, I was real proud of him and shit like that. So I always supported his music. First album came out, you know what I'm saying? Bought that. And, I chopped it up with him a couple of times. Like, hey, like, just having a talk. You know what I'm saying? So while he's doing his thing and I'm rising, you know what I'm saying? We finally had a sit down. And we just like, I just told him, I'm like, check it out. I fuck with you, bro. I like exactly what you got going on. Continue to do what you're doing. Because he was putting out dope music. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? One thing, I don't care if I don't like a nigga, period. I'm not no hater. So he dropping dope music, cool. He from Compton, cool. Putting this shit out, put his first album out, supporting them. And then we had met up. Actually, I was at the studio with OT Genesis. And at this point, you know what I'm saying, me and YG just super cool now. Super cool. And he was like, hey, like, I want you to hear my album. Before that, we sat down for like maybe 45 minutes, me, him, OT Genesis, just talking. And me and him had a long talk. talking about like everything from the past and shit like that, because it's dope how it worked out. Because I told him, I'm like, look, you know, I may have inspired you to rap this and me. I'm like, you inspired me to go far because you know what I'm saying, you blew up. And I'm like, fuck, I gotta get on my shit now. This nigga that I was dissing then got popping, it's time for me to do the same thing. So it's like we both helped each other per se. And we sat there, chopped it up, man, drinking, laughing, smiling. He like, let me hear my second album. I'm like, shit, cool. Go to the studio. He playing me tracks from his album. I'm like, shit, banging. And then he was like, you know, look, I got this one record. You know what I'm saying? I forgot who he said he was gonna put on there. He was like, go up in there and see what you could do to that shit. Went up in there, did my shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sycamore, everybody over there, Def Jam 400. They was like, this nigga, you know, he killed it. And I made the album. And I thought that was like super dope. I'm like, man, the history that me and this guy got, this man still chose me to put him on his album.
Right.
And I say, that's my nigga for life. Nothing but respect for him.
Okay, so fast forward to the video shoot.
Oh yeah, my bad. I didn't went all the way off track.
It's all good.
But fast forward to the video shoot. You know what I'm saying? Hit him up.
Right.
What's up?
The video shoot is for your song.
For my song.
Featuring him.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We did the song, sent it to him, sent that shit right back, called him up, like, hey, come on, boom, whatever. He had his homies come through, sitting over there with his homies. We all chilling. My homies introduce each other. Everybody just having a good time. Me and him on top of the car, you know what I'm saying? 2 females. We singing, we doing our song, turning up and shit, music video going on. Out of nowhere, just all mayhem just went loose.
Okay. Shots were fired.
Shots is fired.
Anybody get hit?
No.
Nobody got hit.
It was a lot of shots too.
Really?
Yes. And I know a lot of people, they was like, oh, that shit's fake, it's publicity. I'm like, nah, that shit wasn't fake. But it's like, you know, it was an average day at Compton, man. It's an average day at Compton. And, you know, I just say it was God. God was with everybody that day because it could have been ugly. Because there ain't no way that you could tell me that nobody got hit.
So the mayhem happens at the video shoot. And after it dies down, you guys continue to shoot the video?
Yeah, no, when that was done, the police came, they shut everything down.
Okay.
But I went maybe 3-4 days after that. I had to hire some more girls because the girls that we had for the video, they was scared as fuck. And yeah, went and did the video again. Same neighborhood.
Same neighborhood.
Yeah, I mean, like, people don't get it. Like, this is normal. You know what I mean? Like, for some shit like that to happen. Did we think that it was gonna happen at the video shoot? No, but when you got 200, 300 gang members in one area, you know what I'm saying? Something can happen.
So after that happened, there wasn't a certain amount of thought of maybe we should just go shoot this somewhere else?
Hell no. We just went right back, you know, go right back, finish the shit up. Actually, it worked out better. Got 2 more girls for the video, you know, and then we improvised with that. So actually I went back into the neighborhood and, you know, just went around the park, everything, and just, you know, did the video. Like, it's like, this ain't nothing new.